Hey, what's up, everybody? Lorenzo here with my weekly comics haul again. It's been kind of a slow week in comics. Been a rough week for me personally. I've been talking about that lately, but not a lot of major stuff happening in the comics world. So let's get right to the comics and see what I'm talking about here. First, I got is Bomb Queen #4, which wraps up my buddy Jimmy Robinson's Bomb Queen Trump Card #4 series, which may be anticlimactic now that the election results are finally in and finally being accepted as reality by some. So see how this wraps up. Thanks, Jimmy. And Symbiote Spider-Man, #2. I like the first issue of this. I'm not doing a whole lot of the King in Black other than the main series and the guidebook and the no Marvel Tales thing. I'm just, not going down that route with a lot of these events anymore with the mainstream comics. So I like the retro aspect of this Symbiote Spider-Man book. So I'm going to stay one more time with this issue and see, with this title, and see what happens with it. Something I ran across just browsing was AmeriPost Americana #1. And I just took a peek inside. I kind of like the look of it. I remember reading the description. It's some dystopian view of the United States uh, with it's like an authoritarian government happening. From Image, I don't recognize other than Dave Stewart, the artist. I'm not familiar with the writer's work that much, but I'm gonna give this a shot. It looks kind of cool. So this is one of my two comic rule books that I'm gonna use that rule on this book right here and see what I think about it. Wolverine, Black and White and Blood. Also under the two issue rule. This is my second issue of it. The first one was kind of nice. I got one of those misprints for the first copy, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if they're worth anything. I know people were trying to sell them on eBay at the time, but it's probably it's pretty prevalent, so it's not that rare, I guess. But we'll see. This is probably their answer to the Batman Black and White, I suppose, and they beat Black and White out this time. So some folks will think that this was their idea. We Live, #3. I loved the first issue. I have not had a chance to read the second issue yet. I'm sorry to say, because I'm a slow comics reader. I know some folks can read a book in like 5 minutes and then I could do that too. But what I like to do is, I like to enjoy the book as far as the artwork, the story, and I just take everything in. And I'm just checking everything. By the time I'm finished reading, it's about 15, 20 minutes, reading a book. So that's not enough time in the day to read, like, if I get like 10, 12 books a week, how much time is that? That's, if you didn't have like 7 animals like we do, or some people have like maybe a bunch of kids and they work a long hours in a job, I can't see how you have a lot of time to read a lot of wordy comics, read a lot of comics, period. So sometimes you like a book and you remember that you like it and you set it aside, and before you know it, it's 2 issues deep. Oh shit, I gotta read that. I'm behind on that book now that I like. So I'm gonna catch up on this, but I did like this story, and I'm gonna catch up and see where it's going. Speaking of books I like, Stillwater #4. This is a good story by Chip Zdarsky, who's doing great things over at Daredevil, for instance. So I'm looking forward to reading this too. This is one of my favorite titles. Now I'm gonna get to some of the books that I'm gonna have to let go. I'm gonna have to make some hard cuts. Like I said, I don't have time to read all the books that I want. I'm neglecting the indie books that I really want to focus on. So I'm gonna focus more on those. This is an indie book. I'm gonna have to drop the title with the longest title. We only find them when they're dead. The first issue I was okay with. I kind of got through it. Then after issue 2 and 3, when I I am caught up on this, and it's like, man, it's just such a. The artwork is. I'm not crazy about the art. It's not terrible, but it's just kind of murky, and I'm not sure who the characters are. Sometimes I'm not sure who's speaking. The way the word balloons are arranged, and I'm just not enjoying it. So yeah, this is finito for this as far as I'm concerned. Probably issue 5 would be like a blockbuster and it'd be like the hottest thing in comics. But you know what? I don't care because I'm supposed to have fun reading my comics. If I'm not having fun, then what's the fucking point? So that's the end of that. Also, the great James Tynion, or Tynion if you say, I sometimes say, his run on Batman. It's been very nice. But you know, it's like with Spider-Man and his titles, I'm just not down with the 2 comics, 3 comics a month kind of a deal. You know, I'm certainly not gonna sell to that Batman Catwoman series because it's a Tom King thing, and he's probably gonna stretch it out 12. It's 12 issues long, and I had to recently drop Strange Adventures for that very reason because it's just like, dude, where are you going? Where are you going with this? I mean, I get it. Some people like that kind of stuff. You know, God bless them. But I'm done with this title for now. And while I'm on that kick, yeah, this is the B cover, I think, for Dark Knight's Death Metal number 6. All right, when I first read the first issue, I thought like, holy shit, this is great. I'm down with anything Dark Knight's Death Metal. This is better than Empire, which it was, which it is. But then you start throwing all these one shots at me. You know, some of them for like $6, $7. You know, like I feel, and some of them are just like, it's like the multiverse who laughs. You know, they just feel like you're just punking me now. I mean, you're just trying to throw anything out there and get me to pay $7 for your book, which is fine because you're in the business of selling books, but it's up to me to decide when I'm not going to get punked. So as soon as this wraps up, I'm done. I'm not buying any more of the one shots. That's it. This is my day to just say fuck everything. I'm done with it. U.S. Agent. I missed this issue somehow. I got the variant cover this time. I'm gonna read it and see if I'm down with it because Christopher Priest doing it. I like his work. It seemed like an interesting concept maybe with the John Walker in a miniseries. It's only 5. I love miniseries anyway, so maybe I'll like this, but we'll see. Resident Alien from Dark Horse. This is apparently a sci-fi series. I'm just getting issue number 1. I got issue number 2 also with this. So I'm gonna have to jump on the wagon and right away and see if I'm gonna like this series. It could be something. The creators are, God, who are the creators? Peter Hogan and Steve Parkhouse. Not familiar with their work. It's a dark horse. It's an indie book. We'll see. We'll just see. I'm becoming a lot more discriminating. If you hadn't noticed. Rorschach, I'm enjoying. I'm caught up on this. The second issue is getting me more intrigued. This is issue number 3. Is it issue number 3? Yeah. Issue 3 of Dark Horse. Wow. Of Rorschach. I'm liking the story being told in flashback. Not quite sure if this is the original Rorschach or not. They're dealing with a lot of different characters in here. The people investigating the alleged assassination attempt. So this is a 12-issue series too, and it's also Tom King. God help me. So Tom King in this 12-issue series. Well, if he gets too long and wordy explaining what's going on with this gets cut too. So we'll see about that. No more fucking around. Big Girls number 5. Big Girls is good. I'm caught up on this. I'm digging where it's coming from. It's a little I don't know. Is there a hidden message here with the girls being good when they grow large, and the boys being these monsters that destroy things? Oh, you be the judge. But I'm digging the artwork. This guy is by Jason Howard. He writes and draws it. So this is the kind of thing I want to focus on, stuff like this, more indie comics. One of the mainstream books that I am enjoying is the Immortal Hulk. I've got this is I think the B cover. This is the A cover. This is kind of cool. I stuck with the A cover this time. I've got a copy of the nullified cover, I think, with him fighting the Hulk, with him fighting the Thing, excuse me, rather than sitting down and having a snack with him at a diner. So that's ordered from, I think, from I forgot where I ordered that from, but it's in the mail somewhere. Or maybe it'll be coming out this week because it's ordered with some stuff that's going to be coming out later. So when I get that one, I'll have 2 copies of this book. Immortal Hulk has been one of the bright spots. And the last thing I have is something I haven't found out the whole story about it yet. I'm still figuring it out. Is Solid Blood from Robert Kirkman. It's on newsprint. It's from Image, of course, and you know, it's this thing. It's issue 17. There's a story behind this. I'm sure everybody who's got the buzz already knows what the story is. I'm always a little late finding out stuff like this, but it's Robert Kirkman, so I'll check it out because he does clearly a lot of good work, and his stuff gets right to the point, which I enjoy. So that's all I've got for this week. Hey, if you enjoy this content, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications button so you know when I make my next video. I usually make one haul video a week and a couple of review videos a week on Tuesdays, but I did not this week because we had some issues with sick cats in the house, so that set me back a little bit. But yeah, that's all I got. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and see you in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.